which leads me to course number 4. I had it was Conger Eel Tempura style in Matsusake sauce. And there's Matsuzaki mushroom shavings on top of it, as you can see from the picture. And it had a nice, the texture was kind of like a play on a pork rind. It was interesting. I mean, it wasn't overly fried like a pork rind, but it had, because of the tempura style, it was nice and clean, and it looked like a pork rind, and actually crunched a little bit like a pork rind. But like that conger eel has a nice flavor. If you know, it doesn't have the sea flavor that you would normally have in an unagi for sushi. So it was really, really good. I mean, the Matsuzaki sauce was it was a little bit of just a slight bit tart, and then it had a nice kind of earthy tone with the slices of the Sasazaki mushroom. So that was nice. And also came with a pickle radish, which were the red things in there, and it was, that was pickled, so it's a little sour, so it melded all together. And it was paired with I believe a wine, a German white wine, and it was getting stronger. It was more of a middle to full-bodied, and it was really nice. And then number 5 was a chef's selection of sashimi. And as you can see from the plate, I had to take a picture. I mean, that is so beautiful. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, you look at it and you're like going, what is this? So in the center you had toro, which is tuna belly again, and as you can see, it's really thick. And even my waiter, David, he was going, oh my god, I'm jealous, because he's never seen the cut that big before. And then I believe to the left you have coho salmon, Alaskan coho salmon, high end for those who, higher end if you for those who actually know about Alaska's salmon. We also had some let's see, some octopus and adult yellowtail on, I believe, on the right. And it was really, really nice. The sauces, as you go clockwise, are like a sun-dried tomato. Start up at the upper left-hand side. You got your Japanese-style pesto. Then you have your cucumber wasabi, and then you have some other mix. It kind of reminded me of the flavor of a seaweed salad, even though it didn't look like it was a seaweed salad at all. And I had to say that again, the toro just melts in your mouth, totally nice. The adult yellowtail is very different from hamachi, which is the standard yellowtail that's used in sashimi. Apparently, according to David, the server, he says that it is an Afolia adult, so it's a little bit bigger, it's a little thicker. It's a different flavor it's like it's a more densely flavored fish, so I could really taste that. And it got paired with a mini flight of Morimoto's beers. Yes, I said that right. It came, the drink was a set of drinks. And so as you go from left to right from the picture, it is a dark sobe ale, followed by an imperial ale, followed by a hazelnut beer, and then you have a light sobe ale. And for the beers, I really like the hazelnut. It had the remnants. It has the flavor of like coffee, or like Kona coffee or something like that, and caramel. And I think it's just because it was cooked. It was actually brewed with roasted roasted hazelnuts, so that was kind of nice. The dark ale was very much like a dark, I think a, well, is it more like a, no, it just felt like a good dark. I'm not a fan of the imperial ales in general, so I don't have anything to say about that. I rave much about the hazelnut beer, the hazelnut ale, and apparently, according to another gentleman who works there, I believe it's one of the managers, he was saying that you can get that beer because it's made by the Rogue Brewing Company in Oregon, and you can probably get it under its other name, which is the Rogue Hazelnut Brown Ale. So if you ever wanted to try that, you can always try that. Probably find it at your local BevMo, for those who are on the West Coast. Which brings me to the break. To cleanse the palate, they gave me a black vinegar soda. Which doesn't sound as bad as it tastes. Actually, it actually tastes like a mild black cherry soda. Very mild, like black cherry, like seltzer. Yeah, very nice. It cleansed the palate really well. That was just to cleanse the palate before I do course number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Course number 6 was a Morimoto's special dish, signature dish. It is the pan-roasted Maine lobster in the blend of 8 spices. And it was really good. It got paired with it also had creme fraiche on the side, and a Pinot Blanc was the pairing, or the drink pairing. I have to say that it was nice, and the half Maine lobster was very nicely cooked. The spices bring out like a different kind of flavor profile. It was spicy but not too spicy, but you can taste a lot of the spices in that, and it was really nice. I wish I could tell you what the other spices were, but it was very well done. And the creme fraiche was only used to cleanse the palate every once in a while. I'm not a big fan of the creme fraiche. Maybe because I had a matching drink with it. The Pinot Blanc was pretty nice. I started to stop writing notes about it because it was a long day, and I was just trying to enjoy everything, savor every moment. It is a very good tasting menu.